Hello students, let us continue lesson number 13 and the topic is mountain forest. According to their name, this type of forest are seen in the mountainous region. In the mountains, a variety of plants and different species of plants grow at different heights. Vegetation growing at the height of 1500 meters to 2500 meters from sea level is conical in shape or its leaves are needle shaped. On the basis of its shape, this vegetation is called coniferous vegetation. Trees like chid, deodar, pine, etc. are this kind of vegetation. Next is mangrove forest. This type of forest grow in brackish water, that is salty sea water. In the salty water of the sea, this type of forest are seen in West Bengal, Gujarat and on the shore of Andaman and Nicobar Island. Sundarban in delta region of Ganga has this type of forest. This name has been taken from the tree named Sundari. Chair trees are seen in forest along the coastal region of Gujarat, which is used as a fuel by the local people. Now student, one activity is for you. Write the required detail in the blank on the basis of this chapter. Prepare the list of the trees seen in this type of forest. So first number is tropical rain forest. So trees are mahogany, rosewood, cane. Number 2, tropical deciduous forest. Trees are pine, sal, bamboo. Number 3, dry and scrub forest. Trees are cactus, kher, khijaro. Fourth number, mountain forest. Trees are chid, deodar, pine. And fifth is mangrove forest. Trees are sundari and chair. Now next is importance of forest. Our various wants are fulfilled by forest. Let us understand the advantages of forest with the help of this table. So, advantages of forest. First one is environmental advantage. Number 1, keeps environment clean. Number 2, brings rain. Number 3, prevents soil erosion. Number 4, natural habitat for wildlife. And number 5, conservation of underground water. Now next is economic advantages of this forest. So number 1 is fuel and ornamental wood. Number 2, medicines. Number 3, raw material for industries. Number 4, fodder. And fifth number, forest products like lac, resin and glue. Now, variety of wildlife reside in the forest of our country. This includes mammals, birds, creatures, aquatic animals, amphibian, insects, reptiles, bugs, etc. Tiger is seen in the various parts of our country and it is our national animal. Wild goat in Himalaya and Nilgiri mountains, elephants and one-horned Indian rhinoceros in the forest of Assam are seen moving freely. Forest of Kerala and Karnataka are known for elephants. Gudkhar means wild ass is found in the dry region of Kutch. Surendranagar and Patan ascetic lions are only seen in the Gir forest of Gujarat in the world. Now things to know. Lion, you can see in the picture. Lion is seen only in the Gir forest and it is a state animal of Gujarat. Number of lions increased due to the efforts of conservation. Forest Department organizes the program of seeing lion for the tourist. Now, variety of birds, species like crane, duck, cuckoo, parrot, gorad, chibri, kabar, samadi, vulture, eagle, owl, etc. are seen in India. Peacock is our national bird. Apart from this, turtle come to the seashore to lay eggs in the states like Gujarat and Odisha in India. Various species of snakes are there in our country. Maximum out of them are non-venomous species. Children, you can see page number 87, 13.4, Wildlife of India. So please have a look on this picture. The bird came in winter from far off the colder region to breed in the reservoirs and wetland area of our country. Thousands of foreign birds come to the region of Nal Sarovar, Khijadia, Thor, Chari, Dhand in Kutch of Gujarat during winter and return to their native as winter gets over. These birds are called tourist or migratory birds. Children, now things to know. You can see the picture of flamingo. Flamingo is seen in Nal Sarovar, run of Kutch, marshy or wetland area. It has long legs and white pink shaded body. It makes its nest only in Kutch in India. In the alkaline and muddy soil on the ground, it makes a small round heap of mud and lay eggs on the top of it after making a soak in it. Now, sanctuaries, national parks, bioreserve zones. For the purpose of protecting wildlife, some areas are exposed to special legal provision. Let us get main details of that. So, establishment, sanctuary by state government and national parks with combined efforts of state and central government and bioreserve zone according to the international criteria. Next is other details. Sanctuaries, grazing is allowed after taking permission. And in national parks, complete restriction on the grazing of domestic animals. In bioreserve zone, all outside human activities are absolutely prohibited. Now, examples. So, sanctuaries, Balaram Sanctuary and Nal Sarovar Bird Sanctuary. National parks, Gir National Park and Velavadar National Park. Bioreserve zone, partial area of Run of Kutch and Nilgiri area, that is South India. It is our moral duty to protect wildlife and vegetation. We all are bound to follow the laws made by government and to implement the prohibition which have been put up by the government. Now student, I hope you understood this lesson. Thank you.